Justin has a beautiful one. Can I have a lovely assistant?
Not on a Saturday. You're about to have to take this off.
Oh, you warmed up? It was about 80 when I walked in the house a while ago.
It was nice, huh?
I was sweating.
I don't know how it could be 80. It was just 67 when I walked out.
Well, because all the heaters in the house was going wide open.
My day off, so don't let me have it.
We're planting blackberries today. This little bush is doing exceptionally well. I like it. These are all thornless varieties.
Some hard soil over there.
Well, some of it is. Some of it,
Reddish.
yeah, some of it's got some clay mixed in.
A lot better on this one.
Well, we're almost over the, you see it?
It took me like to dig 3 holes to dig that one.
See that little square sign marker right there? That's a pipeline that runs through here. It's right on the property line. So it's subject to be well stirred up soil from many years ago, I guess. But it's gloomy gray and overcast today. Kind of cool. Just right, I believe, for digging holes, huh, baby?
Perfect. Get it before the rain, let the rain water them.
I need to get the tractor and hook up the water wagon and water them fig trees that I put out the other day.
It's easy. Because you're going to have to cut these things too.
You just digging the holes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I told you I would do. You want me to dig for,
Yeah, there's 6 more figs back there.
you see 6 more? I thought you counted a whole bunch.
Well, I don't have room for all of them. I got way more rooted cuttings than I have space to put them.
Find somebody who wants them.
I'm probably going to give Stafford a few more.
I can put it on Facebook. Maybe somebody will want them.
Yeah.
There's a Carmel.
Great big green ones. There's some that we got from Nick.
Mr. Nick transplants.
Nick cuttings.
Stephen. You hadn't heard from Stephen?
I hadn't heard from Stephen.
Probably next weekend, and we'll probably go out of town.
Let me go hook the water wagon up. We'll get the lawnmower started. I called it a tractor a while ago. It's a, I guess you could call this a lawn tractor. A nice little John Deere. Check the lube. Not sure you can see it. It's right down the second hole, marker hole. Get this baby hooked up to the wagon and fill the drum up with water and work on the fig tree. Give it a little juice. got a very large spike. Put my foot behind the wheel as a chock. Now we'll pull around there and stick the hose in the hole and fill this baby up. I don't quite have enough access to water out here. And in fact, we probably need a trencher to get it any better. Pull around here by the back porch so I don't have to unroll all that hose just to reach this spot. Blackberries are starting to turn red. Not far high. Go over here and get the end of the hose. I got this little birdhouse over the weekend. It sat right here for one day, and I'm not sure you can make it out, but I think black-capped chickadees have already claimed it. We'll find out. I see they're building a nest in it. I saw them hauling materials this morning, so stick the hose in. Now you get an idea of what I'm talking about, not having enough access to water. Follow the hose. It disappears under the steps there. I'm not sure you can catch this or not. And quite naturally, it pushed itself out of the drum, and water's running everywhere. But that's all right though. He even got it in his shoe. Red feet first thing this morning. Now, this will take a few minutes, so we're gonna switch to something else. The last 3 times we had rain forecasted in the 60 to 90% range, we got a little sprinkle of a shower. You can see, maybe you can see, these fig trees are not being optimally watered naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 11 fig trees back here, and the other 2 big ones make 13. Just a gravity feed water system here. You can tell when you need to keep adding when you stop the flow of water and it just soaks right in. See it puddle up around this edge here. So it's either running downhill or soaking into the plant. Not quite enough length to reach it this time. I'll just hold the hose in my hand. Go forward a little bit. You have to watch or you end up with something like I've got going on here right now, where ants are just covering me because they were up this hose. Go forward far enough to catch 3 more trees. First I'll get the ants off of me. Yo, Al, come on. Still fighting with ants. Although I'm normally abhorrent to chemicals, you can believe one thing. I'm going to go get me something for ants. We've been inundated this spring. They're everywhere. I'm determined to do away with them. This little tree looks like it's had plenty of moisture. Maybe it's because it's in a lower spot. We have a good 5-foot drop. If you'll notice that little, may be hard to make out with this big wide angle lens, but there's a 5-foot drop from the corner of the property there to that 5th pine tree that's growing that way. Red camera come over in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
They actually got some beautiful dirt right here. Take that sod layer. Kind of a hole right there. When I water that in, it'll melt the dirt down into those holes and it'll take right off. I read on LSU's website that if you want to, you can grow a fig tree as a tree or a bush. If you want to,
Went out.
if you want a bush type, and by
Let
that
it go
I mean,
out.
huh?
There's no more.
It's fine.
Well, I can't see what I'm filming.
So just hold still.
Okay.
The gray button turns it on off. When it stops showing you what you're filming, mash it one time.
Okay.
In order to turn the camera off, you mash it and hold it until it goes off. But if you want a bush type or shrubby type fig tree, you put it about an inch deeper than what it was growing in the pot. I'm not really too concerned whether it's a bush or a tree as long as it makes figs.
Well, you need to be able to reach it. And let the birds have the very top and we have the bottom.
Piece of plastic, but it's not a leaf. My knees are popping and groaning.
It's called supposed to be wearing your braces.
Can you see that there's 3 sticks in this pot? 1, 2, 3. I put 3 in there. This one almost rooted. For some reason it died off. Probably didn't have enough water. The other 2 took right off though. They never missed a beat. Plenty of pretty roots. I definitely don't want this back in the hole. This whole thing is what we call a purple vervine. You can see it's quite a prolific rooter. Makes excellent honeybee food. It's very hard to get rid of once it gets established. Not really what I want growing up in a fig tree. Got one more hole?
2 more.
2 more holes.
1 I have to dig. Distracted by the dog.
Didn't quite finish this one, I'll get it.
The dog was in need.
My lovely assistant behind the camera. I'm almost tired.
Yes, it's almost break time.
You see, all 3 pieces took off on this one. I had, I think I had 38 pots with 3 cuttings in each pot. So I had quite a few cuttings.
Well, one probably didn't have 3 in it.
Well, when I set them last fall, or last spring rather, last spring all of the pots had at least 3
Okay.
in each pot. That way I was kind of assured maybe at least one of them, I got a 33% chance of getting something.
In Louisiana, that's called the Trinity, isn't it? Seems like they like 3s.
Yeah, when you counting on 3 of anything. Is that the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost? Lord willing. In 3 or 4 years we'll have us a fig thicket.
Sure enough.
Sure enough, fig thicket. Maybe even do a U-pick, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm all for it.
People do like to can figs around here. They can sure enough come get some.
You gonna dig the last hole or am I?
I'll dig it.
Got my lovely assistant digging the last hole.
I know you won't so bad to say old lady.
Well, if you was older than me, then you could be my old lady.
Well, for some reason that's always been the case, you've said.
I don't know if we caught the conversation about you being my old lady or not. I think that's deep enough for you to make it just a little bit wider.
Well, that's what sometimes when I pull up like that, it helps against that wall.
Okay.
It's